first and goal. Mahomes swings it. It's there! Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City! Ready, down! Put.
Hello? You play to win the game. I want winners. I want people that want to win.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Coach Lee. Welcome to the Playcall sheet. Ooh, food went down the wrong pipe. Hump Day, as my boy Tube calls it. We got Willie Will in the house. What's up, Will?
Yo, why during our intro video it says we want winners and they show the Saints? Like, what are we doing?
The inevitable losers. And we got our man Jiggity Jake in the house en route. What's up, brother?
I'm here so I don't get fined.
Absolutely, beast mode in the house. Well, man, we got a great show tonight. Appreciate everybody waiting for us. A little bit of technical difficulties, but we are back. I did see that. Commanders got their own off unit. They look good. No logo, but they look good as always, man.
Yeah,
Can't even hate.
I hate that era of their jersey. I think the new joints are actually better.
Really?
Yeah,
I like the nostalgia. I'm an old head.
Yeah,
Will hates nostalgia.
Like for y'all unis, I love the red ones.
No, me too. I love the red ones. But my favorite ones are the royal blue ones, like the throwback royal blue ones. So right after the red ones.
The pinstripe ones.
Yeah, they're kind of pinstripey. Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least y'all got some. We just got this. We just got like two or three different kinds. Yeah.
You over there like Alabama every week. Same fucking
every week. But man, we got an exciting show for y'all, man. We got a lot of great topics to cover. White guy Jake calling them black. That's gonna be fun. We need to get these guys together, man. I know this is gonna be.
Yeah, that's why we can't have nice things. We can't have nice things. like.
Oh man, Kobe, so he can be the Cobra Commander. Hey, Brandon, where you from, man? I'm curious. And who's your team? Cause Brandon's been hanging out with us, man. I gotta give him some props.
Yeah. He's made himself part of the family for sure.
Uh-huh.
I want to know how he knows I'm never on camera.
What's up, baby?
You're a lot. H-Town. Oh shit.
What's up, baby? Give me some of them. Give me some of that Timmy Chance, baby.
That's what's up. H-Town style. Let's go.
Hey, he said, because you're never on camera.
Exactly.
What'd he say?
He said, because you're never on camera. That's how he knows that you're never on camera, because you're never on camera. He's here a lot. He might be here more than you. He might be here more than you.
That's impossible. I've been showing up for the last year and a half. I don't want to hear it.
Except for the shows you take off. You don't take those shows off.
Hey, I made a habit of being here. Actually, you know what? I've done such a good job making a habit to be here. I'm on other shows now, too.
How's your shoulder doing?
Me? Oh, I don't know. It's still pretty fucked up.
Oh, I figured you'd heard it again.
Carrying your ass all day normally.
You said patting himself on the back.
Yeah. I'm sure he hurt himself.
Shoulder only hurts from carrying Will's ass every show.
You tried.
So let's go ahead and get into these topics, man. Who's excited for college football 26?
The game?
This fucking guy.
The
game, of course. Who got 2 thumbs and can't wait? This guy.
I'm on top of it, man. I've liked it so much. Normally, I'll sell my games back. The one that just came out because it was the first one in what 10, 11 years?
Kept it.
I'm keeping it.
Plus, you got the hard copy. I don't even do hard copy. So if we ever get unplugged, I'm fucked. I don't have no games.
Which is another topic. I think the next console of the Xbox and the next PlayStation is rumored to be no drive. No CD-ROMs.
Well, yeah, they're gonna get out of that because it's not a lucrative business to have hard. I mean, it's good for them. I'm actually shocked that they're doing it because somebody buys a hard copy and it gets fucked up, then you go get another one. Like
Yep.
Or break or somebody's fat ass sit on it. You know what I mean? Like it's
Man, I love when Coach shows his age. They don't use ROM no more, Coach. That's outdated.
And I quickly corrected it to DVD, but it's not even that. It's Blu-ray.
That's funny.
Hey, I've been around for a long time. I did. When I came on the scene, it was 45s, 33s, and 8 tracks.
Cartridges. Everything was a cartridge.
This man remembers the day the floppy disk came out.
He was there. Look,
So-
I was dead.
Hell yeah. So reason why I asked is there's a story about the greatest coach of all time, Coach Belichick. I mean, you know what? I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. One of the greatest coaches of all time. I ain't gonna do no disservices to the other ones.
That's crazy to walk back. That's a crazy thing. The way he got the most rings, don't he?
It ain't just rings. It ain't just rings.
Dominance.
But Coach Belichick and my favorite college coach outside of Sark, Coach Prime, carrier pitch. It was. It was almost like a game of Battleship.
He told the homies, "Y'all got that new game," and he set up a smoke signal to tell them. It was crazy.
It was called electric football.
Oh, I remember that shit. That was crazy. I was a kid.
Oh man. But yep. But Coach Prime and Coach Belichick made a decision. They are. Did I take it off here? Oh, you know what? Hold on. See?
Well, that's the decision.
See, I messed it up. Let's do this. Cause your boy. Booyah.
Man, we fall apart without Dale, huh? No, sir.
There you go. Screw Dale. But
Don't make him
Coach Sanders and Coach Belichick are not in football 26 because they were opting out. In their place are these two guys.
Patrick and Hector Luna. They made him a whole bald black man. They were
Belichick's
just
a
like,
black
fuck
man.
I mean, it would have been more believable if you switched their pictures. Like, I mean, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the day
Also,
Bill
why
Belichick being Masters.
Also, why in the flying fuckery is the stand-in for Prime rated better than the stand-in for Belichick? Are we just saying, oh, we don't know what he's going to do on this level? We know what he knows about football. Yeah.
X's and O's is nobody better in the game.
Right. So I'm already mad. I might just pick UNC when the game come out and go crazy.
So, is this going to alter how you play? Do you think there was a disservice? Do you think maybe they went to this extremes with the likeness to keep from having to be in court?
No, 100%. That's what they had to do. Because I think back in the day, Live used to get into shit because they would make Jordan just number 99, but he was still a bald head black man who was 6'6" and 195. So yeah, but maybe they weren't all so happy as much back then. But now, yeah, you can't really play.
Can't even touch it. Can't be remotely like it.
Yeah, you gotta make him you gotta make Belichick Hector Luna. You gotta make him a whole Dominican. I don't know that.
But I was just curious what y'all thought about that. I'm looking forward to it. Do we have what's the data release for the game?
Tomorrow.
Really?
Mine's already downloaded, ready to go. All we gotta do is just let that time trickle down.
Let me get my Bobby shirt on. I can't wait, man. You hear that, bro? We gotta go get it tomorrow now.
I'm about to go download this jam right now while we on the show. So
see, unfortunately, I only play on Xbox. If so, get at your boy Rocket Tamu 1998, so I can beat you down.
Should be cross-platform.
I feel like Madden should be cross-platform, so we can play each other still.
Okay. Yeah,
if you're making a yearly sports game right now and you're not making it cross-platform, you're out of your damn mind. How would you do that?
It's asking for trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. All right, this one, I think Will might have shared this next topic. Maybe Will, could have been Jack, I can't remember, but I remember it was shared, in our group at one point in time. Huh?
He said, who the fuck's Jack?
Jake.
Nah, fuck it. He's Jack now. That's it. It's over. He's Jack.
Hey, all right, you're jackass then.
It's fine.
Notre Dame is stacked. I can't remember who shared this, but I remember somebody sharing it.
I'm pretty sure this was me. Yeah.
So they got NFL legacy players. As you can see, they've got Devin Fitzgerald, son of Larry Fitzgerald, Caden Finley, and actually Larry Fitzgerald, second greatest wide receiver of all time, in my opinion. Caden Finley, son of Drew Michael Finley, hook 'em. Thomas Davis Jr., obviously Thomas Davis Sr., hell of a linebacker. Elijah Barris, son of Plaxico Barris.
Oh shit.
Baby Bus, Jerome Bettis Jr., Bus's son. Bryce Young, son of Brian Young. James Flanagan, son of Jim Flanagan.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the legacies don't go as well in football. They go well, some of them, but like, I don't know. Who are the best legacies?
That's a good question. Manning's right on top of my head.
Okay, yeah, he's probably. Well, to be fair, he's probably the greatest legacy. Him and Kobe are the greatest legacies.
I'm trying to think. Who?
The two Marvins.
Yeah.
TBD. TBD.
Well, you know who might be the single greatest legacy?
Who's that?
But it's not football. I mean, Ken Griffey. Like, he might be the greatest.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, football, I can't think of a bunch that are like really good. Like, there's obviously some, but sorry, I'd be really. Let's go.
No, not at all. That's a good question.
Yeah, legacy is fascinating to me.
Huh. Okay, I just looked it up. Oh, the Matthews family.
Oh,
Clay Matthews.
Is there like
three generations of it?
Yeah, that's better than anybody else is doing it. That's for sure.
You got Clay Matthews Jr., Clay the third. Then on the other side, you got what's the other son? Because one of them got somebody got married. Cousin Jake. Somebody got married, so it's a different surname. You got Howie Long and his son.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey.
He's one of the ones that was like, all right, that'd be the next part of this idea is who's better than like the youngest that's better than the previous. Because with McCaffrey, it's him. Like
at one point in time, he was the best running back.
Yeah, I love Ed, but he was never at any point in any year the best receiver in the league, whereas Christian has been multiple years the best running back in the league. So
they are 3 generations deep as well.
Who the Dios? Who?
McCaffrey family. Their grandfather on their mom's side played the NFL as well.
Oh shit, that's crazy. Well, then there's the answer. Then he's probably the best third generation.
Then you got where'd it go?
You know your boy's third generation. Can't wait to see what he does.
Who's that?
Young Arch.
Oh yeah,
that's third.
But first, he needs to bring this trophy home.
You got
you got Bob and Brian Greasy. Dad was definitely better than son.
Yeah, son sucked.
Cameron Hayward. We say he's better than his dad.
Ooh, maybe it's close, that one, I guess. Anywho.
Cameron Jordan. Is his dad Steve Jordan?
Really?
Yeah. His dad was a 7th round pick by the Vikings in 82.
Oh shit.
Okay. We'll always bring some good nuggets, man.
I mean, I just deal with what the hell goes on in my head when I hear these topics, and then I just give it to y'all.
Notre Dame, are they back? I know you dislike Notre Dame with a passion.
Yeah, I'm not doing this. We're not doing it. No. I like that they have great pedigree in the building right now. Just these 3 right here. I really want to see how good Devin Fitzgerald is on this level, because I think that's going to be Because like we said, like that's one of them ones. Like you have him as number 2 all time in your top receiver, which I can't even really argue with. So like he's got ginormous shoes to fill.
Yes.
But I'm hoping he's faster than his dad, because his dad wasn't crazy fast. But it would be funny if he was.
I wonder. I think out of them, he might be my pick to be the most successful.
Yeah,
he's probably been running routes since he was in diapers.
Literally, like the best routes, and he probably hasn't dropped even like anything in his life.
And just look how Marvin Harris Jr. is. Yeah. His dad, you can tell his dad worked with him, so he came out the womb with an advantage.
His dad was popping them cannons too.
All this pedigree just to go to the second round. Unbelievable.
Yeah, baby. We'll see. Oh, because it's Notre Dame. Yeah, fucking fuck them.
All right. Let's get to the next topic. And it's kind of a loaded topic. When I was putting this together and I saw it at the end, I was like, I'm going to bring it up, especially after the show I just got off of. So I want to bring this up. So we got the coaches that are on the hot seat right now.
Why is he so hot?
He is Sonny Cumbie. He's a former Texas Tech coach. He is now at La Tech.
Yeah.
So with him, he's had some pretty good teams, but he's had a lot of trouble supposedly. But I wish Bobby was on here now, 'cause I think he follows LSU. I mean, La Tech. Sorry, Dale. He follows La Tech. But he's had a lot of troubles, but he's gone 11-26. And he's playing in Conference USA, not the highest competition.
How you bad there? That's awful. Yeah.
And I think that's why he's probably considered the hottest on the seat.
Yeah, I can see how that would go. That makes sense.
Now, they did have some honorable mentions before we get into this. Mike Norvell from Florida State. Mm-hmm. Lincoln Riley from USC. We've talked about that one before. Mm-hmm. And lo and behold, Brian Kelly from LSU.
that accent just didn't hold up.
So, yeah, they was right outside the cut, but they were the honorable mentions for being on the hot seat. Okay. So, that being said, these coaches here, they're all either now or never.
Is that Gundy? I'm a man. I'm 40.
So you got Brent Venables from Oklahoma, Trent Dilfer for UAB, Mike Gundy, Will's boy for Oklahoma State, Brent Brennan from Arizona, Sam Pittman from Arkansas.
Arizona seems weird. They've been playing better than we've ever really known them to play football. Whatever.
Hugh Freeze from Ole Miss. Okay. Brent Pry from Virginia Tech. Scott Satterlin from Cincinnati.
He look like Sean Payton. Look at him.
Jake, Cincinnati's your secondary team. Is this coach that bad?
I hate you for that. That hurt.
You gotta wear it. You just gotta wear that jacket, bro. Nothing you can do about it.
No,
you gotta wear it.
From everything I gained from the UC fans, because I am not one. Satterfield sucks. He's bad. Like, Louisville didn't even want him. They had literally just let him go, and Cincinnati said, "Oh, Luke Fickell's gone. Oh, next best thing, Satterfield. Get your ass over here." And he's shown that he just sucks, like we all knew he did. So yeah, no, he should be gone after this year, no problem. You can't move to a big conference like UC did and go underwhelming on your head coach to where you can't recruit and get players in, because now you're the laughing stocks of that division. You need to fix it if you want to stick around.
They said that, and this validates what Jake just said on his analysis. Mm-hmm. He was a head scratching hire and has delivered head scratching the tenure. He's 8-16.
Jeez. That's better than the other. That's better than the La Tech guy. He's 11-26. That's awful.
That's true. That's true.
In Conference USA, like holy. Also, you can be hard on the Bearcats guy, but at the end of the day, like, they're still the Bearcats. Like, when are they ever good? Like, they're never good. They're always just like, they always send a couple guys to the league, but they're never like, oh, y'all got to watch out for Cincinnati. Like, I think 1 or 2 years in my entire lifetime were they somebody that I would want to watch.
And every chance they had on a big stage to do something, they've fallen on their ass and sucked.
Wet the bed.
When they played Tebow in that bowl game years ago, got smoked, absolutely destroyed. When they got into the playoffs, got absolutely smoked by Alabama. I mean, they had no chance. They had no business being anywhere on a football field in D1.
You just named 2 powerhouses.
You want to talk
by Alabama during that period.
You want to talk that shit and be those guys? Well, then show up and play those guys.
I don't think anybody's talking shit. I haven't heard anything from anybody. This is about the Bears.
This just shows my hate for UC anything. I'm sorry. I talk shit.
Now, Brent Venables, Oklahoma, I get that one because he totally botched that quarterbacking deal last year.
Who was it?
It's the kid that went to I think he's at Ole Miss now.
Like 6'6", right? Like the yeah.
Jackson.
Yeah. He left. Holy shit!
Yeah. It was pretty bad. He just totally botched how he handled it. And then you got Trent Dilfer. Well, first of all, back to Venables, he shouldn't have been hired because that job should have been. What's the head coach is at Tennessee now?
Oh shit! What's his name?
Hipple? No, not Hipple.
Let me see. I got you. Hold on. Just keep going. I'll just find it.
Yes, sir. So he, a lot of the alumni wanted him to be hired, but they went with Venables instead after Stoops left. So, and he's in the SEC, and he's not doing very well. I say, and he got smoked last year in the Cotton Bowl. I'm sorry, in the Red River Classic.
It is Hipple.
It is Hipple? Okay.
Yeah, Josh Hipple.
So, yeah, they dropped the ball on that because that's who they wanted to get that. And you see Hipple goes to Tennessee and has better success than he's having at OU. Trent Dilfer, I know he started off good, but he's 7-17 in 2 seasons. And the program hadn't finished below 500 since 2013. So he's coming in with losing mentality.
Is
Mike Gundy, UAB.
Oh, UAB. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Then you got Mike Gundy. He's been there a long time. He's been there since he was 40. He's in his 60s now.
Yeah, he was a man. He was 40. Like he is now 60.
He went 3-9 last year, I think. So yeah. But these are some of those coaches. And then you got the coaches' seats that are getting warmer. You got Joe Moorhead from Akron. That's some of your area too, ain't it, Jake? Bill Napier, Will's coach. I think he survives. I think he survives. I think they're going to finish. I think they're going to finish in top 4 this year in the SEC.
They'll let him live as long as they got DJ to stay. Because like if he goes, DJ probably going to leave.
Oh yeah. Then you got Luke Fickell from Wisconsin.
Fickell.
This name says he ain't a good coach.
Yeah,
but he came from Cincinnati.
I tell y'all, ain't nothing going on over here anymore.
And turned Cincinnati into a powerhouse out of nowhere, and then just said, "Nah, y'all suck," and left.
You got Mark
using that powerhouse word real loosely.
You got Mark Kent from Mark Carney from Kent State. That's up your way too, ain't it, Jake?
He also loves that team, so he's probably really hurt by this.
Oh, that's his team he plays with college football.
Yeah, because he's obsessed with Julian Edelman. It's all about Julian, this whole thing.
And then you got Mark Stoops from Kentucky, Bob Stoops' brother. So I got 2 observations now since I've been reading this with you guys. My original observation was there's only one brother on this list.
Now is that their shortage of
that? That's true.
They're not getting fired. Good for them.
That's true. That's a deep dive for another day. But as I'm reading this list, there's like 3 coaches with Ohio ties on this list. I love you, Jake. I love you, Jake.
Oh man, that's good.
Good shit. All right, fellas.
Yeah,
y'all
they're
ready
all
to
sick.
laugh? I love you, Jake. Y'all ready to laugh some more? So I heard this on the radio station the other day, and I fell out laughing. Who do you think has the better odds? The Miami Dolphins to win Super Bowl 26 or the return of Jesus? Obviously, it's a rhetorical question.
Yes.
Here are your odds. Dolphins are 75-1. Jesus, 40-1.
40-1 this year. Oh,
My
man.
question is, how did the odd makers come up with the one for the Savior?
I don't know. It's a good question. Yeah, how the hell did they? 40-1? I mean, it can't be in years, so it can't be like a. Yeah, I don't know how they got that number. I will say though, even if he came back, none of us would believe him. He'd have to start like a YouTube channel for us to really believe he was who he thought he was.
They're gonna probably do him like my brother said they did him the first time. He came down here and he was an alien.
And they just threw rocks at him. Like,
Yep. Come on, get out of here.
Get.
But I saw this and I was riding, I was driving like, yeah, how did they come up with this?
Yeah.
But Dolphin fans, all 3 of you that are out there, not looking good for you this year.
Yeah,
all right.
Which is weird because like their team, I don't know if they got better or worse. I think they just kind of stagnated. They didn't really get better or worse. But yeah, shout out to Jesus. Shout out to Jesus. He should come back soon. He'll beat them back to the bowl for sure.
if the Giants are 75-1, I don't even want to know what the Giants' odds are. And if JC did come back, he's doing that Simpsons grandpa meme and turning right back around.
Yeah, he'd be like, oh hell no, y'all crazy down here for what?
Okay, so I thought about you guys when I was putting this together, because we talked. And it's probably more of like this is kind of like how after the chop up. Well, how the chop up got birthed.
Uh-huh.
So this one is what could have been.
Oh, could have been. It's nice.
Players that got hurt and we were robbed of potential greatness from them.
I mean, I think we all immediately go right to Bo.
Yep.
As like, oh my God, because he was already doing unbelievable things before he got hurt. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a little left here. I'm gonna bring my favorite from my era. I'm not gonna use the ones.
Absolutely.
I'll address these too, but from my era, the biggest what if when I was growing up in the NFL was Charles Rogers from Michigan State, receiver, who was basically considered like the next Moss.
Yep.
Like he was fast, he was tall, he was linky like Moss, he could get separation, great catching ability, route running like pristine, and he just got hurt, and then he was never the same after that.
Went through depression and stuff too, right?
Yeah, I can imagine like the bro was set to be one of the best receivers possibly ever, and he didn't even get off the ground really. That first season just didn't work. He also went to the Lions, which is, I
was just about to ask you that. Do you think it would have played out differently if he was with another team?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, I would say because it was an injury that it was based on his body. So like it probably would have happened anywhere he went. But yeah, maybe he wouldn't have got killed or something. Yeah, if he wasn't playing for the bum ass Lions. Yeah, he could have been a Lions legend. For the is that Tony Baselli? That can't be Tony. He had a great season. Had a good career. That can't be Tony Baselli.
Am I allowed to have 2?
Yeah, we're out here talking. We yapping it up.
All right, so I got an offense and a defense. Obviously, my dog's barking in the background, so if he barks, I'm sorry. Number 1, Sean Taylor.
Yes.
And number 2 is a little closer to home. It's back when I somewhat supported the Bengals, Chris Henry.
Yes.
He was already looking like his trajectory was going to be really good. He had two good seasons in a row right before he had passed away, because the other 2, he was just a young buck getting into the league. Both players super young. Definitely like from my childhood that I remember watching him play. And it was really, really down in Cincinnati for that entire season after Chris had passed. And I think Ocho Cinco was able to wear 15 in an all-star game or something. I forgot what the whole deal with that was, or he wore his practice jersey or something before the games. I don't remember what it was, but those are definitely my two. What could have been, sadly, they're from passing away, not an injury or something. I would much prefer it have been an injury, but that's the way it happened. Rest in peace.
So when it comes to Sean Taylor, I love that pick, by the way. Sean is less of a what if for me because I just think it was just a formality. It was just a foregone conclusion. He was going to be a Hall of Fame safety. I mean, he was unbelievable. What we got to see was just unbelievable great. And he was so raw. He was just a freak athlete with crazy instincts. But like X's and O's wise, he hadn't even fully locked in yet. Like he was scratching the surface in terms of football IQ. But that's huge, man. Chris Henry was about to be the world's largest and greatest slot receiver because they had him in the slot all the time at 6'4", which is asinine. But yeah, Chris Henry was fun to watch. I obviously think Sean Taylor would have been better of the two. And I think some of the names that we're looking at here is that so Sterling Sharp is another one that stands out to me because
I'm glad he got into the Hall of Fame this year.
Oh yeah, because he was so good. I watched some of the highlights. He was so good, and then also his brother just being like, "Yo, he was way better than me." Like the entire time, he was way better than me. And then Andrew Luck, man, they Colts got him killed. They refused to draft linemen to keep him upright, and his best receiver was a 5'9" T.Y. Hilton, and like just got him. They got him beat down. This is the one that fucking Took doesn't agree with this one. He doesn't like this one because he just thinks Luck quit on his team. I just be like, yo, he had all the millions he needed already, and he was tired of getting murdered, bro.
That dude's getting beat up, man. I'd have walked away too, man, because all for a fan to be able to say he gave us her all. He's like sipping his food.
Meanwhile, McMahon is sitting in a dark room right now with a cold, wet towel over his head and sunglasses on because he played too long through head injuries and shit. So, yeah, I don't have a problem with what Luck did. Gale Sayers. So, like, I didn't know. I know he got hurt, but I didn't know like the injury ended him.
The Kansas Comet, baby. Yeah, he played back in the era where a knee injury could end you.
Yeah, they didn't have it. They didn't know what to do.
But he only played 68 games before he had the knee injury. He was gone by the age of 28.
Damn. To be fair, he was 2 years away from the mark of the running back, but yeah, that's not.
Oh yeah. Well, it was a little bit different back then.
You could play longer, you think?
Oh yeah.
Well, the running backs, anyways, lasted longer than 30. Okay.
Oh yeah. Because you had Sweetness, and you had guys. It was a little bit different back then because they had to play
forever. Emmett played forever.
Yeah. Which he did.
Yeah. Frank Gore played forever in this era.
But
who else we got here? I had some names when Jake was talking and I forgot them.
Gale Sayers is he's the reason why some people consider Barry Sanders as the second best running back out of Kansas.
Oh, yeah. Oh, second best out of Kansas.
Yep.
Second to
Gale Sayers.
Who was that? Who was
Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders. Oh, yeah, that checks out.
But he was a legendary player. Now I looked up Boselli. I didn't realize this. He only played 7 seasons.
Is that so?
That's crazy for a lineman.
He was the Jaguars' first ever draft pick.
He was.
All right, I got another one from my era. It's always receivers that I'm gonna remember for some reason. Her favorite position. So, Josh Gordon, huge what if, because Josh Gordon. So we could say that people thought that Charles Rogers was gonna be the next Moss. This man was doing Moss things. Like he already in the league. Josh Gordon just going, and he was doing it for the fucking Browns at first.
Yeah.
Jason Sehorn of What If because of his. Oh yeah, you mean the Great White Hype, the fastest white man ever, the last white corner, like to Cooper DeJean? Yeah.
This guy up here at the top is I didn't know too much about him. I had to go look him up, but he was a Bengals quarterback. His shoulder injury took him out, but he had a Greg Cook. Jake, are you familiar with him?
I am not.
Your dad may be.
More than likely.
But he was around. He came out at 69. With him, trying to see what his injury was. I know it was his shoulder. And I want to say if he was there at that time, then his head coach was probably, or some people consider the greatest head coach of all time, and Bill Walsh.
Oh, Walsh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Walsh was his offensive coordinator.
Well, wasn't even HC yet, huh?
No. Paul Brown was still there.
My dad says that that's still the biggest mistake the Bengals ever made was not making Bill Walsh the head coach.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a good call.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Who did they probably chose some name at the time over the young upstart.
So they says that he started off really well. He started off as 3-0, but in the game against the Chiefs, he felt a pop in his right throwing shoulder.
Oh no!
After getting tackled, he missed 3 games, and then after that, he still went on to pass for 1854, which is crazy for back in the 60s. Led the Bengals to wins over the Chiefs and the Raiders, 2 of the 3 best teams in the AFL. He says his 9.41 yards per pass attempt, his YPA, and 17.5 yards per completion are rookie records that still stand.
Cooking.
He took the cortisone shots, but then he just started having those rotator cuff injuries. It started to deteriorate after that season. Had several surgeries, and he was never the same. It said Chad Pennington had the same similar injury, as well as Drew Brees.
See, Drew Brees, though, that was funny because, like, you remember the story with that? Like,
he failed the physical in Miami.
But also the doctor who did his shoulder and made it so that he could go back and play again was watching the game that he got hurt in.
Oh, wow. Full circle, huh?
He was watching the game, and the minute that Brees walked off the field holding his arm up here,
he knew what it was.
He's like, I know exactly what injury that is. And I've literally been studying this exact injury for like years now. And I have this new treatment that I think will work. And it was a match made in heaven. It was a guy that definitely needed it. He happened to be, he just as easily could have not have been watching that game and may have not even gotten the call. Because who knows what doctor they go to call. So he
and the Saints still don't have a Super Bowl.
Bro, he immediately if he wasn't watching that game, the Saints don't have a ring. 6 degrees of separation.
And also, you got to think too, he failed the physical for Miami.
Yep.
They signed Dante Culpepper.
F.
Right after that, Saban was gone. He quit.
Yeah, I would have quit.
He wanted Brees. Terrell Davis, for like, I think he played 6-7 years, but for a 4-year run, he was the best player in the league. If he wasn't there, Elway wouldn't have got any of his rings.
Wait, who?
Terrell Davis.
Oh, you're saying he wouldn't have got the rings without Terrell?
Nah. He did all the heavy lifting for him.
You know my stance on this.
What's that?
You could have put a lot of guys in that backfield and got the same results because of that zone blocking scheme. It's my opinion, though, on that zone blocking. Like,
but he mastered it, though.
He did, but to the tune of what? Like, he did. Like, think about it. As good as he was, and as good as that team was, did he ever have a 2,000-yard season? Like, I don't think he did.
Well, he might not have.
Only that's a crazy benchmark. There's only been like 5 or 6 of them. I understand that. But what I'm saying is, like, I'm expecting if a great player is put in a great system like that, that's what you should get. We just watched you put a great player in the great system of Philly, 2,000 yards. You put a great player like CJ2K in that great zone blocking system again, 2,000 yards. That zone blocking system will get you 1,000 yards for a man rolling out of bed. Did he get it?
He ran for 2,000 yards in 98.
98. So that was the year. I think that was that always last year, I believe? Yeah. All right. So
No, he 2001.
Oh, he stayed longer than that, huh?
In that year, he averaged 5.1 yards a carry.
Shout out to Terrell, though. It's been a long-standing thing about me and Terrell. I think he's really good, though. It's not that I don't think he's really good. I do. I just think that, like, yeah, I've always wondered about those backs in those systems. Because remember, after he was gone, they just ran out fucking anybody. 1,000 yards every time. Just Ruben Drones. You were a fullback, put me a running back. 1,000 yards. Like Tatum Bell. Never saw him again after. I think I'm pretty sure he got close to 1,000 yards. Like they were just rolling him out there. Oh, remember this name? Olandis Gary. Why do I remember all these fucking Denver running backs? Because this system annoyed the shit out of me. That's why.
Hey, Coach, could I?
Yes, sir.
Coach, I'm going to ask you this to see if your opinion on it. So Shannon Sharp makes it seem like Sterling had a what-if type career. Do you think it was a what-if type career?
Absolutely.
Wait, say it again?
Shannon Sharp said his brother had a what-if type career.
Yeah. That's why he's on the picture. He's right there.
I didn't really look at the picture. I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut
It's
off.
all good.
Yeah, Sterling's up there. Yeah, Sterling.
He was doing stuff that receivers do now back when running backs still ran the league.
Yeah.
See, Sterling Sharp, he had his last 3 seasons. I'm sorry, I take that back. But he played for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He played for 7 seasons. All but 2 of those seasons, he had over 1,000 yards receiving. And one season, he had 791 his rookie year, and he had 961 another year. Other than that, he was well over 1,000. Actually, he's well over 1,100 yards receiving. His best season, he had 108 catches in 92, 112 catches in 93. Those are numbers guys put up a little bit more now, but it's unheard of back in the early 90s.
For sure.
13 touchdowns. He had 18 touchdowns his last season. And he had guys like Dunn Majowski throwing to him. This before Brett Favre got there.
And then obviously Will mentioned Josh Gordon. I don't know if anyone else happened to mention the other wide receiver that had the same issue. Is Justin Blackman also a what if?
Well, Blackman was a fucking alcoholic. Yeah, he's the what if. He would have been really good. His first couple seasons, I think, were viewed as underachieving, but he was still good, and he was seeming to turn the corner, and then just bombed with the drinking and shit. So
yeah,
that's rough. Yeah, that's a rough one too. Got some other names. How about I hate on him a lot because I think the early stage of his career was just throwing to the greatest receiver I've ever seen play. But
Steve Young?
I'll take Culpepper.
Oh, Culpepper.
Culpepper also tore his ACL, and it was never really the same after that.
Yeah.
Some would say it was the injury. Others would say that he wasn't throwing him brandy anymore. But
I think that, and towards the end of his career, he was big as hell. He was always a big guy.
Yeah,
but he was like tackle big.
no, because he came in like Cam Newton, and he left out like Jamarcus Russell. It wasn't the same.
He just said Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So who else we got?
Number 20, the original number 20 for the Lions is close to my heart. The distant relative. Billy Sims. From Oklahoma, Heisman Trophy winner.
Oh, wow. Shout out to that man.
He was the first overall pick by the Lions in 1980.
It's always Lions players. Why? Well, see, Detroit's terrible, man. That's the problem.
Out of Hooks, Texas, my dad's hometown. Related on my great-grandmother's side. But he has rookie year, he ran for 1,303 yards. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler. to the Lions. He was all that. Matter of fact, on our he's the guy on our Parlay Perspective that jumps up and kicks the guy in the chest.
Oh, with a karate kick.
Yeah. That's him. Now, is there a particular one for the team that you cheer for? What if?
Ooh, what if for my Pats? What if for my Pats? Yeah, but they're not what ifs in terms of injury. Although I do wonder what Andy Katzenmoyer would have been. Linebacker, Andy Katzenmoyer.
Okay.
I feel like he had, like, obviously it wasn't quite this level, but he had, like, the Boz type of hype.
I really hope you know that got the Ohio State fan in me pop for that. Thanks, Will.
I know. Yeah, I knew he was an Ohio State guy. But Andy Katzenmoyer was a beast. Who else? Oh, another random one. Pollock, who got drafted by Cincy out of Georgia. Unbelievable defensive end, and he got a neck injury, and that was that for him. But damn, who else for the Patriots?
I got two for the Patriots for y'all.
Who you?
Running back Robert Ericks. He was a first round pick for you guys in '98.
Yeah, Robert's probably the best one. Yeah, I forgot about Robert. Shit.
And this one, you probably don't know of him, but you know of him. I quoted it like that before. Darryl Stingley.
Oh, Stingley was rough. Yeah. Yeah, that was not ideal. He died, right?
Yeah, he passed away in 2007. But he was hurt, Jack Tatum on a crossing route.
That's him that hit. Yeah, that's Stingley that got hit like that. Yeah, he just almost died like right there. He's lucky he lived after that.
He died from heart disease and pneumonia, which is complications from his paralysis.
Because he got fucking destroyed. Oh my God, that was terrible. So what about Derek Thomas?
DT, yeah.
Yep. Not my Patriots anymore, but I'm just saying, like, that's another huge one. Here's an interesting one that I realized. Robert Griffin III.
Yes. Shame on you, Shanahan.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though, about Robert Griffin III, though. From what I hear, wasn't as coachable as you would want a quarterback to be at all, and just wasn't watching very much film.
I can believe that.
And then, because he was just living off athleticism most of his life.
Mm-hmm. I believe that.
And, yeah, you could and then also, like, think about it. Like, even when we saw him later on, even though he was already, like, he was bad by then and already got hurt, when he goes to the Ravens and he gets in for a few snaps, he's been in the league a while at that point. Still got a slow release. Like, he never sped that up.
Yeah.
Never sped that up and never got the accuracy that he needed. So, yeah, I don't think he was working very hard, but.
I got one on the Cowboy side.
Okay, let's hear that. You got a bunch.
And this actually, when I thought about it, this actually probably helped start the decline of Coach Landry, of being forced out and Jerry Jones coming in and all that stuff. Mike Sherrard.
Really?
He was a wide receiver out of UCLA. Cowboys moved up from the 20th to the 18th pick to draft him and trade with San Fran to draft him. So his rookie year, I take it back. He started off his NFL career. He had 7 games. He started off becoming the 13th game against the Seahawks. He played in 16 games, 4 starts, had 41 catches, 744 yards, 18.2 yards per catch, which led the team, and 5 touchdowns, which also led the team. So he had a good rookie season. He comes back. He came into training camp. And when he's in training camp, he was lost for the year because he was tripped by a defender during a scrimmage.
No.
He shattered his tibia and fibula in his right leg.
Oh my God, he got a compound. That's crazy. Off a
That's in 87. Comes back, getting repped up for 88. He missed the 88 season because he refractured that same leg.
That's it.
Also the shin bone while jogging on sand in Santa Monica.
No fucking way. That's a crazy history of injury. Well, it sounds like he had bitch ass legs, though, if I'm being honest. Like,
Now he did go on. He also played for 4 or 5 seasons with San Francisco, 2 seasons with the Giants, and 1 season with the Broncos. But he was never the same player that he could have been.
Yeah. No.
He did win the Super Bowl, though.
Hey, well, you got that. Shit, at least he got a ring. Another one, Patrick Willis didn't play as long as he could have. I think he had a run early on that we were looking at him like on Ray Lewis levels.
Yep.
They didn't get the ring. They probably should have won that. Was that him on the? I think it was still him on the team when they were against Seattle, or was had that already been? Yeah, it was Navarro, Bowman, and him, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, because then the next time we see them in the bowl, it's a different set of linebackers. It's the ones they got now.
And I got one more Cowboy for you.
Okay.
Sean Lee.
Yeah, Sean Lee's a big one because he just was a tackle machine, bro. Like, he could tackle everything. And he did.
A lot of people say that out of any players they've ever been around, he's had the highest IQ they've ever seen.
Yeah. You would see it. He would get out in front of running plays, like, and then he knew the guys that would cut back, and then he'd get back into the play if they cut. Like, he just was all like sideline to sideline, one of the best linebackers.
Yeah.
When he was healthy.
That's a good one there. I figured you guys. I thought of you guys when I saw that one. All right, let's speed it up, fellas.
Yeah, sorry. The Cowboys got a problem with white linebackers. You guys went from Sean Lee to freaking Leighton Vander Esch.
Yep.
That's rough.
He was damn as good as coming into the league, though.
Who, Vander Esch?
Yeah. That's why he had the big brace on his neck coming in.
Okay. What about?
But I want to say his injury was very similar to the one that Michael Irvin had.
Do you count Calvin Johnson?
Absolutely. Waste of time.
He just got tired, bro. He just got done.
If the Lions ever go back to being the Lions, like they're competitive now. If they ever go back, they need to be considered. They might need to be relocated.
Yeah. But that's the problem, though. You know what's so sad about that? You're right. But not again. Not to Detroit again. Have like their best thing up and move. That's what killed Detroit in the first place.
Oh, GMC, the automotive industry.
Like, that killed the hell out of that city, man. Like, that's
true.
So I don't wish that for them.
You know what absolutely break Will's heart is if the Lions actually still did suck and they got Jeremiah and they did it to 2 wide receivers and Calvin Johnson and then Jeremiah.
Yeah, that'd be crushing. It'd be crushing. But
that might make you change your tune, huh?
Hey, I still have Ryan to root for, though. It's okay.
Okay. All right. Scary Terry. Oh, hold on. Before I want to share this with y'all, with you guys. I shared it in the group, but I want to share it with the viewers as well. Let me find it here. Hold on a second.
The last time I loved 2 receivers, the way I like those 2 receivers, man, was probably Judy and Waddle. But before that, it's been a long time, man. Like, I like chasing them, but
I feel like maybe your first tandem like that was Moss and T.O.
I love Moss. I never was a T.O. fan, though. I respected his game, but I just was never a fan.
Yeah, he's a locker room killer. So this is the Bojack story. I know you guys side, but I want our viewers to see it. Can y'all hear that?
Nope. Oh, you got to hit the volume. Unmute that. Here we go.
Come on.
Have you ever seen that video? No.
I was on my way to a track practice, and they had to come by there. There had to be 20 to 30 guys there, and we were inside running, and the coach was, "Hey, Bo, we got a bunch of scouts here from all over the country, and we got a little come by here. They timing guys for the 40. Why don't you come in and run a 40 for them?" And I'm like, "Do I have to? You want me to come in and run now, and I got to go run at track practice because I practiced with Harvey Glantz, who's an Olympic gold medal winner from Auburn, and I ran my first 40, and about 5 yards from the finish line, I kind of like let up and just cruised through, and I ran a 4.3. As I'm walking back, my coach is walking toward me. He said, hey, why don't you run the damn 40? Give these people what they want. I said, you got to open the back door because I can't stop in this distance if you want me to do it. So they raised the back door up. And I told the guy that I was with, get my bag and just go on and start walking because I'm not going to stop and I'm not coming back. I got down and everything was done electronically. And some of the guys that had stopwatches, they had me at a 3.9, a 4 flat with stopwatches, but the electronic timer had got me at a 4.13. I was on my way.
Is that the bold story for your butt, man?
He said, yo, go at the end because after I run this shit, I'm just going to keep running.
Mike says he believes it.
I always hated this because so growing up, my undoubtedly favorite player was Primetime. And he's the only person that can actually say him and maybe was it Darryl Green or Dennis?
Yeah,
Dennis Green?
Darryl Green.
Yeah, maybe
Cavallino, baby.
Yeah, Darryl Green and like Moss people would always tell me that he's faster than Prime too. But my thing about that was it's like, yeah, but he's not nearly as agile. So like maybe he's as fast, but that dude.
I don't know, man. Moss was moving, but when Prime got the ball over the field, like everybody else was standing still.
It seemed like he was like it's like how the movies do speedsters now, like when everybody's kind of that's what it looked like with him. Like, bro, I don't think people understand the whole corners and everybody wanting to do the prime time, the Deion dance. That's because he was doing it while on the field, not he was doing this shit. He was high stepping
on the way to the end zone.
Like I've seen highlights of this man literally start high stepping when he didn't have the angle, got the angle while high stepping, and just kept going and went just to the like he just Prime was unbelievable. But every time I would say Prime's the fastest I've ever seen do anything in terms of football, everybody, all the old heads would bring up Bo Jackson to make me mad. So
yep.
But yeah, Bo crazy, man. So the crazy thing about Bo is he does that with fucking mailboxes for thighs. Like it's ridiculous. I don't even know how he's
breaking baseball bats across his thighs.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's out of his mind.
Running up on walls.
He's literally like they like to call guys Quadzilla now. Like, nah, he was the quad father. He was the quad father. Like his quads are crazy.
And you know what was crazy? As a kid, I had the pleasure watching Bo in college. Mm-hmm. And around the Heisman run, he had Bo, he had Herschel Walker, he had Eric Dickerson.
Yeah, you're in the golden age of running backs. Your viewing time was basically golden age.
Absolutely, absolutely. So Scary Terry, he's not happy with the Commanders and his contract talk extensions. Because you got to think they traded for Debo. Is Debo making more than him?
Probably.
I would probably think so. Because Debo got the bag when he was in San Fran.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Hey, I'll tell you right now, we'll trade Stephon Diggs and a first-round pick for him.
Not a first. You're crazy. Crazy.
So right now, I'll take that back. Right now, he is. Ooh, that's right. He's a cap hit of 25.5. That's very low for the going rate for a number one wide receiver.
Yeah, for a season, yeah, but it's because it's the deal from when he wasn't that guy yet. He was good, but like. That's his first deal after the rookie deal. So, like, that's not in his rookie deal. I don't feel like he got some 1,000-yard seasons, but, like, aside from the fact that, yeah, he had no quarterbacks thrown to him, he definitely stepped his game up for the last 2-3 seasons, I feel like.
I'm looking at Debo. Did San Fran eat some of his salary or something?
They must have. I think
he's only
anybody wanted that.
He's a $5.5 million salary hit.
Oh, they had to have eaten that, yeah.
Let me see. Oh yeah, 5.5 million, and they actually can void his contract next year. Yeah, so he's probably a 1-year rental.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
No, Jake, you don't spend a first-round pick on a Scary Terry. especially when I bring this up every time and no one seems to remember it or listen to me. Randy Moss went for fucking a 4th round pick. We don't trade 1st round picks for receivers at all. Ever. It's crazy.
I don't give a shit. Get him in New England.
For what? Because he's an Ohio State guy? Like, chill out. He's good, but
because he's scary and he's Terry.
Just to put it in perspective, the Bengals' number 2 receiver, T. Higgins, makes 28.8.
To be fair, though, he just got paid. So, like, but yeah. He's not a number 1.
I wonder why Washington's kind of bought because they still got a crap load of salary cap space, I thought.
Yeah, but he's good. He's a really good receiver. I love Scary Terry, but are you willing to pay him? Are you willing to pay him like a Chase? I'm not.
Nah, they only got 21 only. They got 21.5 mil left on salary cap space.
Right. But that would be fine because if they restructured his deal or they made a new deal, the 21
backloaded.
But also the 21 that he's making, was it 25 or 21 he's making this year?
25.
So that's already accounted for in that cap. So to get him to the number that he would want, it would only cost you, let's say he wants 30 million a year. So it would just cost you 5 more for this season because you already are paying it. You're already going to be paying him that.
I kind of see too. He's 30.
He's a man. He's 30.
Yeah, he's won money like that, like CD and Chase and Higgins got. Those guys still got another contract left on them.
Yeah, so that's what I mean, Jake. You don't give 1st round picks for 30-year-old receivers. That's crazy.
Jake, love his Ohio State. I love you.
He loved the Ohio State guys, man.
Your guy,
come back home.
Gilly.
Yep.
He says, I still can contribute. I just got to be in the right place. He started 15 games last year, 56 tackles, 9 pass defense, and 1 interception in Minnesota.
Listen.
So I say this with almost every single available corner, but I mean it a little more with him. Come on to the Patriots. Come back here.
And if I'm not saying come on to the Patriots like Will is right now, you know who badly needs defensive help that could make a difference right now? The Cincinnati Bengals. Jamie said that, not me.
Yeah, the only problem is that like he's not that guy anymore that can help that defense.
No, listen, anything can help that defense. That defense.
I don't know, bro. Yeah, you ever see corners who are like, yeah, they're in the twilight and they go to a team that really needs a corner, they just end up being lunch meat.
You know what I think he ends up at?
Where?
Tell why I guess.
Chiefs.
Mm-mm.
Cowboys, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Eagles.
Yuck.
I think he ends up in Dallas. He gets cited. He's still down here hanging out.
Oh, he made friends and shit down there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That makes me think that he'll be a Texan then.
Some good
They don't know when and if Diggs is going to be back. They move Bland back to the slot. And the rookie that got coming in, he's coming in off of an injury from last year, so they don't know yet.
Also, like Dallas, he must love Dallas. I think that's the only hot place he got to play in the league because he played in New England and fucking in Buffalo, like just absolute winter wonderlands. Like, I'm sure he's just like, nah, yo, it's warm down here. Like,
and then he matches that coldness by going to Minnesota of all places. But at least they got an indoor dome.
Yeah, they got the dome. But that's the other thing for an aging corner. That dome is unforgiving because them turfs are not good for them at all. So
nope, at all. As Deion in that turf too.
So is he officially with the Vikings now?
No, he's an unrestricted free agent.
Oh, okay.
But he's turning 35 this year.
Yeah, he's 1,000 years old in quarterback years, but I still think he could like there's no way you could tell me like you bring him in as a dime or like the off nickel sometimes, or even like Mike said, move to free safety. I think he could do 2 more years in the league if he moved to free safety, if he could play the position. It's less
free safety, yeah.
Yeah, he can't play strong. He don't bring the lumber like that. But
I love his one season he was here. He balled out, man. I thought.
Yeah, he played well for y'all. I mean, it wasn't.
He shut down AJ.
Yeah. So what was weird is that it looked like he had fallen off because of the heights that he was at, but he still played well for y'all. Like he played really well.
Yeah.
It just wasn't like Pete Gilmore. So we were like, oh, he's washed. Because that's the one that corner, you could lose a lot. You could lose a step or two at like every other position. But corner and running back, you lose a half a step and they're like fucking old yeller this guy immediately. Like it's crazy how they do you. So I'm just happy he's still in the league, honestly.
Yeah, I am as well. All right, 6th bargain being NFL free agent who can still help the NFL team this year.
I like this.
First one, it's your boy. Yep. Tyler Huntley.
I like Huntley, but I don't know what happened. He looked like he was on a trajectory to possibly like maybe get a chance to start somewhere, and then it just didn't happen.
Yeah. He didn't get, Lamar came in. He tried to hold Lamar off, but that wasn't going to happen.
You know what's funny about that? People hated on Lamar so much. They would, whenever he came in during one of Lamar's injuries and they played well, they were like, oh, Huntley going to take that job back. He better than Lamar. Like, you.
Who did that? Not me.
Yeah, not me. And definitely did that guy.
Tackle Jadarick Willis Jr.
His name is Jadarick?
Jedrick.
Jedrick.
Oh, Jedrick. I'm sorry. Jedrick.
Is that not a white man?
He looks like it.
His face look white. His arms, I can't tell. He's been in the
sun. He's got dark tan.
Nah, look, there was a minute there just because of Baker. I was lightly following the Browns. He's mixed. He was Baker's best friend while in Cleveland.
Okay.
He's one of me. He's one of mine. All right, cool.
This guy here, I kind of hope we would have signed him because I'm a big fan of him. Will Hernandez played for Mike's team. Careful. He was drafted by the Giants. Has nasty disposition.
Yeah, careful with the Hernandez guys. They all got nasty dispositions.
I think he might end up here maybe because his O-line coach is here now.
Oh, okay.
And he's a Texas kid.
Oh, it seems like a match made in heaven. Y'all could use another
line. Texas Tech, from Texas Tech, but he's born in Texas.
The one thing they do over there is run it up. They ain't score, so he'd be blocking. They gotta block.
Where's he from?
Texas.
Texas Tech.
No, I was about to say it could have been A&M, but I mean Texas Tech, that all right.
A&M's good.
Is it Kaiser or Kazir White?
I think it's Kaiser White. But I could be wrong.
Another Cardinal. Got a former coach here. Last 4 seasons, he's with the Chargers, the Eagles, and the Cardinals. Averages 120 tackles, including 110 or more the last 3 years.
Seems like a journeyman, but he got the C on his jersey, which is not usually a journeyman situation.
It's not. He's a converted safety. He converted from safety to linebacker.
Oh, okay. That's kind of why he's probably moving because teams like him, and he's worthy of being a captain, but it's hard to work him in.
Look like Nash, 218 at linebacker.
That's what I'm saying. That's not anything. That's a receiver playing running back. I mean, playing linebacker. Like that's
Kaiser, so to say.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, really, Mike? I always liked him. He had a nasty disposition, man. I like my lineman to spit in your face.
Yeah, like to finish, like blocking, like you get the pancake and then you bring them all the way down with you and you rough them up. Give him the old business. Who said that shit? Give him the business. That was the ref. He was like personal foul, 57. Giving him the business.
That's why Took wasn't a fan of it, but that's why the Booker kid they got this year, I like that pick. He's nasty.
He's grimy. Yeah, he's grimy for sure.
Now, this last guy, I was surprised. Maybe it's because of the namesake. Asante Samuel Jr. is still available.
So I made this mistake last year. I got him and Surtain confused because they're both legacy corners.
Mm-hmm.
But said Surtain wasn't good, which is crazy because Surtain's amazing. I just got them swapped. But this guy, he's supposed to be a lot better, and he's just Now, I do think in the right system and like a really defensive, like he needs to go to New York. He needs to go to the Jets and go let Aaron Glenn coach him up. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah. I agree with that.
You
He
just got
doesn't
Mike
need
all
just
excited.
like-
Why'd you do that?
You said, "Oh, I know, right?" Who? Mike? Mike's a Giants fan.
That's why I said you just got him all excited. Why'd you do that to him? Because you said New York and then went Jets.
Oh, I told you. Yeah,
The old switcheroo. But he's only 25.
yeah, but he's light, like he's small, like his father was. I don't. He looks just.
He's just a little guy.
Yeah, he's just a little fella.
I thought that was the last one. We got one more.
Yeah, I thought so. I was like, oh, my math is whack. I said, I can't. I thought, yeah.
Yeah, there's only 5. It's not 6. My boy, the taste of education.
But nah, so I like it. Again, I would take him here in New England. I think we could do something with him. Who's this? Blackman?
Justin Blackman. You're right.
Who is Blackman?
Sorry, Julian Blackman. Julian Blackman.
Yeah, Julian.
Safety. He's only 26. 62 career starts, 3rd round pick from 2020.
He got to go for the ball.
He does.
Did he? Why do I feel like he played for y'all? Did he? No.
No.
Yeah.
Colors are the same, different team though.
Yeah. I would I'd take him here in New England for sure. All DBs, you can come on down just because I think we're gonna have I want to put guys with the nose for the ball in the rest of our secondary because I truly believe, and we've already seen some evidence of it, people are not gonna want to throw to Gonzalez's side, bro. Like he's that good. I think he's right there with Surtain for best corner in the league right now.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
Have we seen I don't even know if we've seen a full 16 games out of him. He got hurt the first year, only played 6 games.
Yeah, I don't think
maybe
so.
He played more. Maybe he played more last year. I can't remember exactly. My team was a hard team to watch last year.
All right, the last section. Ranking the NFL's worst to first candidates. This is the actual teams.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8, Cleveland Browns. I ain't buying it though.
Nope, they're dead ass last 8.
They were 3-14 last year. Their free agency and trades they had were Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Malik Collins, Deontay Johnson. Nothing moves me there. Their draft picks: Mason Graham, Carson Schwarzenegger, Quinshon Judkins, Dylan Gabriel, and Harold Fannin. That's a pretty good draft class on paper.
You're just gonna forget your door? Okay.
Shador is on number 4 in the depth chart right now. But shout out to Shador, man.
Yeah, he moved himself all the way up to number 2 just to get back down to number 4 because he don't know how to drive.
I think
yeah, that's a good point. He was moving up.
I still think though Shador ends up being a starter there at some point in time.
I think you said by week 10.
Yeah.
That's gonna be wild to watch.
Because Pickett's probably going to get cut. Flacco's going to come. He's going to start hot, but then Flacco's going to show his age. Gabriel, I'm not sold on him.
Can't even see over his line. You talking about Dale playing quarterback for the Browns.
There you go, Mike. There's your Giants. Giants finished 3-14 last year. They picked up Russell Wilson, Javon Holland, Paulson Adebo, and Jameis Winston, and they drafted Abdul Carter, Jackson Dart, and Darius Alexander.
All to go 4-13.
I know, right?
Can you tell I still hate the Giants, Coach? Can you tell?
I do. You should. They took 2 rings from me in a perfect season. That counts for another ring.
The boiling hate I have for the Giants is not as harsh as it is for the Ravens, but it's real close.
I don't even hate them.
We're like, bless their hearts.
Literally kind of just like, no, every year I hope that they barely win a game, and I hope it's a tie. But like the way that the Bengals fans feel about the 49ers is how I feel about these bums.
They took glory from you.
I don't even hate. I just hate David Tyree a lot. That's all, really, honestly.
Hey, now I ain't buying this one either.
But I love these helmets though.
I love the helmets. Saints were 5-12 last year. They picked up Justin Reed, Brandon Cooks, Isaac Yedem.
You're doing great.
Not Isaac Yankem from the WWF, Coach.
Isaac Yankem, DDS, aka Kane.
Hey, Jamie, you're somewhat of a Saints fan, or you used to like them, or because of Drew Brees. Do you like these new helmets?
They remind me of college helmets.
Okay.
I'm not mad at them.
She reminds you of what? Remind her of what?
Reminds her of college helmets.
Oh, they do got a college vibe too. Yeah, I can see this team being in the MAC.
What do you think about that? What do you think about the face mask?
MAC.
Okay. She likes how the face mask color matches the logo. So so are you for this helmet? It's an alternative.
I like it.
Yeah. I mean, it would be cooler if the helmet was black with the gold face mask.
All right. Well, I hate you. We'll hit you with the giggity. So, but yeah, no, that's what were you saying, Coach? Who they picked up to go 3-14?
Yeah, they drafted Kevin Banks Jr., Tyler Show, Vernon Brogdon, and Jonas Sanker.
It sucks.
So all I got is when are they gonna unhandcuff Kamara to go to a good team and actually have a chance to win? Because he's the only thing.
He loves it.
Yeah, he re-signed there last year.
This guy, he's got Larry Fitzgerald Stockholm syndrome. Man, move on and win a ring somewhere. You're good.
That's a good one, Jake. That's a very good one.
I'm sorry. What did you say? 6-11. You bless your heart.
They don't have a quarterback, so that's a problem.
Yeah, they don't. No. They don't have a quarterback. That's a problem. It's literally going to be Alvin Kamara doing everything.
And they got a pass-happy head coach.
It's
with a head coaching job.
Bro, he liked them beignets, and they keep paying him, so he just stays. Like,
oh, hold on, wait. So I got a little quick fantasy bite question here for you two.
Mm-hmm.
Pass-heavy offense. Alvin Kamara has consistently shown that he's a top 10, in between top 5 to top 10 running back for fantasy owners. With this being a pass-heavy offense now with no quarterback, do you still think Kamara is serviceable for your fantasy team?
Yeah, it's going to get a lot of screens.
All right.
Yeah, but I wouldn't pick him where everyone else is probably going to pick him.
Nah. If he's hanging around maybe like 3rd or 4th round, maybe.
I was thinking 4th round pick.
Yeah, he's like a 5 or 6 for me. He's a flex for me. No bullshit.
Flex,
he's not my starter. He's a flex for me.
I'm sorry about you.
I'm actually mad at you for not even considering Olave. I know he's like
he's injury prone.
He's injury prone, but it doesn't mean he's useless.
They're having their own podcast, isn't it?
No. She's saying I can't believe you can't mention Olave. I'm like, he's injury prone.
Yeah, Olave dies all the time.
Hold up, here, go ahead.
What? They still have Hill, right?
No, he left.
What?
Yeah, Taysom Hill's gone.
He's free agent floating around right now.
He's a free agent.
How wasn't he on the list? That's crazy.
He should have been.
Right. I didn't know 3 of those guys' names. I know who Taysom Hill is.
They don't know a position. And by the way, how the heck can you win 6 games when you ain't got a defense to stop nothing? Just saying.
I still say Taysom Hill. Oh, actually, is he still? It's showing he's still with the team. I think we might have talked about him being a
possible release.
Possible release, yeah.
And they didn't release him.
And I think he did. If I think he does get released, I still say he goes to San Francisco.
We're journalists. Yeah. These helmets remind me of the Bengals wideouts.
Yeah. The Raiders. Okay. They picked up Geno Smith, Jeremy Shinn, Jermaine Pratt, Elandon Roberts, Raheem Mostert, and Alex Kappa. And then they drafted, obviously, Gianti, Jack Beck, Darren Porter, Caleb Rogers, and Charles Grant.
So this team actually made some good moves. I still think they will be a quarterback away. I think Geno's going to be solid for them. But I think the roster around Geno, they need a quarterback that elevates them versus them needing to elevate him, which is what they're going to have to do. That's what you have to do with Geno. You kind of got to elevate him. But I also think they made a bunch of moves in terms of like bringing people in and draft picks. This team is 2-3 years away from being like, oh, okay, the Raiders are back.
Yeah.
I think they got a lot of talent over there.
That division is going to be pretty good.
Yes, especially with everyone now feeling like Drago, they saw him bleed, so they've seen the Chiefs bleed a little bit now. And
I think out of all the teams that needed to make moves to make their roster not look nearly as terrible as last year, I think the Raiders did everything right for their offseason. Now, I don't think they're going to go and be barn burners like our New England Patriots, but they have more of a chance of winning.
I hate that you do this.
They have more of a chance of winning 6 games than the Saints do, Jamie. Calm down.
You were doing so well, Jake, and then you showed your homerism.
What I do?
You're not gonna be barn burners like the Patriots. Dude, you're putting us in such a bad spot on this show. Like, just
wait. No. You know what? Hey, there's always Cowboy time. This is New England Patriot time now. All right, we're winning 10 games. We're finishing second in this division.
Bro,
what?
I just name a team that's won the offseason that turned it all around. It just never happens. It never works. I need to see it to believe it, because
I think by the end of the year, and you guys can mark this show, June 9th, Wednesday, 2025. Jake said the Patriots. Shut up! Don't correct me. I know I'm wrong. We will be second in the division with a 10 or better record. July 9th.
Will, I want to remind Will, your statement you said, I want to throw one team at you. You said no team that wins all season does well.
If you're going to say the Eagles. Hey, that's why I also worded it turns it around. Because
okay, fair enough.
It implies that you
they suck.
Yeah, we got Dre May. Calm down.
Huh? Oh,
no, Jamie's arguing with me, arguing on the side with me.
The Tennessee Titans, I'm pulling for this kid. I love the fact that Warren Moon released his number to let him bring it out of retirement.
Amazing.
I love it. I can't wait to see him in those throwback unis.
I know. I want to see that. Yeah, I want to see it like that. Bring out them Oilers like week 1 and have that man wearing that one. I want to see that shit.
Actually, something else I like to see, since they fight over it, I would like to see them and the Texans each season battle it out to see who gets to wear the throwbacks.
Oh, that's funny. I like it. A jersey game of sorts. Yes, I like this.
Tennessee
match in wrestling.
Mm-hmm. They added Tyler Lockett. I like that pickup.
Yeah, he's old.
Dan Moore, offensive tackle. Guard Kevin Ziegler. Wide receiver Van Jefferson. Edge Jermont Jones. Linebacker Cody Barton. And the very, 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 very underwhelming Xavier Woods.
That's mean.
I'm not a fan of that guy, man. Anytime you tell a fan you're supposed to play hard every play, yeah.
That is a crazy sentence, though. To be in the NFL and say that words.
Even if you're thinking it, keep it to yourself.
Bro, does he not realize that there is like a league full of like 500 players in the UFL or whatever, 500 players in fucking Arena League who are all dying to play on this level? You can't.
Yes.
You can't say
Nah.
Don't you play to win the game?
You play
to win the game. Well, the show drops, baby. And then obviously they picked up the number 1 overall pick in Cam Ward. They got Femi Oladejo, the edge, and DB Kevin Winston Jr.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, so,
go ahead, bro.
Oh no, I am. This is one of the stories that I'm going to follow most this season. Obviously, a lot of us will, but I want Cam. I want Cam Ward to be really good. I think that'll be fun. I was not sold coming out, like literally his whole college career. I'm like, yeah, he gets that stuff. That's cool and everything. It was literally, he won me over literally in that little clip with him and Shador. And
yes.
Shador tried to big time him, and he was just like, I play football.
I'm here to win, baby.
I play football. That's what I don't want to be known for none of that, making money from that. I play football. I was like, oh, that's exactly what I want my quarterback saying. I play football. I was happy.
And then the stories that I think we mentioned a couple of weeks ago, how they had to tell him to go home from the from the practice facility.
Also, I got questions about that staff. Shut the fuck up. Let him do what he wants to do. If he's there studying,
I was able to visit his hometown back in the winter. Little smaller town just north of Houston.
So he's out of Texas too. Yeah, see the kid, he's got everything you want for a quarterback, in my opinion. Like the makeup mentally is there. Like he can throw the hell out of the football. We know that part. He's athletic enough to make moves when he needs to, but he does not look to run. Like he looks to run only in emergencies. He's back there to throw for 5,000 yards if he can.
He's a pocket passer.
Yeah, I love his game, man. I don't want to do it to him, but I think he could have a Mahomes type of impact. I don't know if he could be as good as Mahomes, but I think he could have a Mahomes type of impact.
As far as how he lifts up his team?
Just bring up the team. And just watching him play and how he carries himself is going to be like, oh, we actually have a guy in here. Even if he's not as good yet as those guys, we have a guy here. It changes the franchise around. It does.
Yeah.
I'm watching it right now for my team. Like Drake May has everyone, guys like Jake thinking we're going to win 10 games this year and shit. It's just,
damn.
It changes.
Friendly fire, Will, not cool.
Because I think you're friendly firing us. You're putting us in a hole. They're gonna shit on us if we don't win these 10 games. Like,
oh, I ain't gonna shit on it. Look, hey, I'm doing the.
You're gonna do. I'm saying they're gonna shit on us if we don't win these 10 games because you haven't shut up about these 10 games.
I'm doing the whole Mac Jones thing all over again, where I'm being hopeful.
That's my problem. And how good did that go? By the way,
being hopeful is great. By the way, Jamie's left the room. The crap takes are gone. I do see. I had my gripes against Cam Ward because of the whole ACC thing, but I kind of agree with Will. We'll see what happens with this first season, but I could see it being more Burrow-esque, where he would end up going to the Super Bowl year 2, depending on how they draft this upcoming year.
Yeah, I'm not getting the Burrow vibe, but Burrow's just so cool. He's the coolest motherfucker.
Joe Cool.
Just Joe Cool, bro.
Not even being a Bengals fan, but you can't help but be a Burrow fan just because he's cool. Like Will said, he's cool.
He's nice. He's cool as shit.
Not to mention he's fun to watch. Like nothing bugs him either. It's crazy.
Oh, here we go.
Your boy.
Fingernails.
I like that.
That's good.
They picked up Joe Thuney, guard. Grady Jarrett. He came from
Grady
Saints, right?
Atlanta.
Okay.
Atlanta. And
close
from us.
Yeah,
Drew Dalman, center, guard, Jonah Jackson, edge, Deion. I'm not even going to try to say his last name.
It's a racial slur? Sound like
it. and wide receiver, Olamide, Zacchaeus.
Zacchaeus. Yeah, Zacchaeus is nice.
So, I do like they got a guard, a center, and another guard.
They completely rebuilt the line.
And they drafted a tackle in Ozzie Trapilo.
So, also, that left guard, Jackson, he came from Detroit. He was part of their turnaround because of his play. So,
look, I gotta say this because you guys are very excited about this whole rebuilding the online thing. You do realize this is the second time that the third time they've dynamited this line to try to help a quarterback. They did it once with Justin Fields, and they did it again to help this guy out, Fingernails, last year, and now they're doing it again. How many times can you blow up an offensive?
Different coach though. Different coach this time.
So different coach, and never did they infuse it with this much talent. They were just blowing it up and just changing it like new guys, but not like better guys, just different guys. These guys are all like successful already in the NFL, and then they drafted the stud left tackle. So you're right that they have done this a bunch because they keep doing this. But I do feel this is a little bit different because the talent they've infused on the line is a lot different. Also, by the way,
I know what you're about to say.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with them trying to help a Bears quarterback because they never do that.
They turned Justin Fields into a running quarterback. He was never that in college. They turned him into a running quarterback.
Yeah, see, Jake, here's the thing though. It's hard. Like, I understand why you say that because you watch them, but what you don't seem to maybe not understand is that like he had no reason to run when he was in Ohio State because there was like NFL players all around him at every time.
Yeah.
So he didn't have to run. But like he was, if you watch him in high school, he ran. Like he definitely.
Everybody runs in high school. He was not a running quarterback. He was always a pocket passer. He changed.
Yeah, that's not.
And that also goes
really,
with that also goes with the change of the NFL in the playbook because during his tenure as a Chicago Bear, quarterbacks were mainly dual threat. We're getting out of that a little bit, not as much as I'd like, but they're getting out of it a little bit.
But also, I think you got the cart before the horse. It's not that they changed, they put him in a running system. No, they worked to his strengths in the league. He wasn't passing well, so they made him run.
And they also, well, I mean, he was he was forced to do that because the line was that bad.
Yeah, yes and no.
He was running for his life. As soon as he said hike, he had someone in his face and he was running to the side.
So that's a common misconception. It wasn't great, but also they put a clock on him. He was holding the ball all the time.
Yeah, too long. Indecisiveness. A lot of indecisiveness.
Literally wasn't making decisions quick enough, which is why they didn't the ball with him because he just wasn't making decisions fast enough.
They also got him a tight end in Colston Loveland, and I forgot wide receiver Luther Burden III.
Oh, that's where he went. I forgot about that. Yeah, and I remember a draft. I'm brought right back into my draft day speech, which was Luther Burden next to what's his name? Their number one from the Panthers.
Tim McLaurin.
No. What's the guys? I know you're talking about.
You were talking about the draft, right?
No.
Oh, that was the number one receiver who came from the Panthers.
His name was
he just got paid.
Moore.
Yeah.
Forget his first name, but Moore is his last name, I believe. Is it Moore?
It is Moore.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, they're very similar. Luther Burden's a very similar style and sized player.
DJ,
that's right. Thank you. Sorry, my brain just melted. DJ Moore is that is the perfect guy to put next to DJ Moore. Like, if Burden pans out, we could be looking at like a tandem that are very similar size and skill set as Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt. I think that they can be a great duo there. And then you put Zacchaeus in the slot, which is what he's great at. Zacchaeus was doing work last year and the year before, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I actually like what they've done with this team. The problem is though, Coach, we talked about this before. It's all on him now.
No excuses.
They did the thing that we said the Bears would never do, which is actually build an offense for one of their quarterbacks that didn't involve turning around and handing it off to the running back. They did it.
I'm pulling for the kid.
Yeah.
But you know how I feel about him. The crying and going to mom in the stands. Not my quarterback.
So we can't have criers and we want our linemen spitting in your face. That's what we learned today.
No emotion in football, damn it.
I'd like to point out, coaches call coach, he coached kids. This is what he was bringing to to Little League, little Pop Warner. He said, "Spit in his face. Don't cry in the football.
You don't like sprints? Go cry to your mamas."
Yeah, basically.
Number 2 team, the New England Patriots, 4-13 last year. You guys brought in Milton Williams, Stephon Diggs, Garrett Bradbury, Morgan Moses, Carlton Davis, Harold Landry, Robert Spillane,
yeah,
and Mac Hollins.
So
you also drafted. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Here's my problem with and also, I mean, mostly I'm just messing with Jake, but I don't want him to set the bar that high. I'm thinking. So it's funny because Jake and Tuke would do the same thing. Me and you also do the same thing where we like to lower expectations. I'd rather be surprised.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Because
if you don't live up to it, be like, yeah.
Years of actually having the hope that they have, we're jaded. We've been beaten down now. We just can't do it.
See, yeah, Jake. I'm watching from afar, man.
Hey, look,
you came into your team being a winner.
I did. I walked into a winning situation. I walked in from 0-0 to 0-1 was when my fandom started for the Patriots. Little old Jake with his hat and his colored jacket, 5 years old. I like the Patriots. That was my team.
Just a 5-year-old little front runner, huh?
Hey, man. It happened like that.
From the jump.
The first three teams I can remember liking were the Reds, Duke, and the Patriots. One team sucked. The other two were
pretty good.
All right.
I ain't mad at you. But my point is that
go Reds.
So on top, poor Reds. My problem with the expectations for this team is that, like you just said, Coach, we were 4-13 last year. And if I'm being honest, yes, I like the pickups we made, but if we're just going to keep it 100, all those guys are just players that other teams no longer want. It's not like a bunch of we stole somebody's best line. I mean, Landry's probably the best one because he was still going to be a starter for that team. He left because he followed Vrabel. So he wanted to just continue to play with his coach, I believe. So we got a good one there. But all those other guys were just they could be out of the league next year, and none of us would be shocked at all. So I understand why Jake's excited, but Jake, you got to temper them expectations because, bro, the hype that you're feeling, it's not because of how good we look now. It's because of how bad we've looked for the last 5 years. That's why you're that hyped. If we didn't look that bad, you would not be that happy about these pickups at all. Because they're not great pickups. They're just, I still think we won the offseason. But I hate that because no one who wins the offseason, who needs to win the offseason, is ever any good.
Hey, being 100% honest, I'm putting up a front just because of a hype for the football season coming.
We all know
everybody that I've talked to, non-Patriots fan, mainly a bunch of hater-ass Bengals fans, said, I was like, what do you think the over-under is on the Patriots with seven wins, up or down? Everyone's saying we're thinking about it's about a 6 or 7 win season. That is kind of what the expectation is from other fandoms. Me, and I know, Will, you're going to instantly get on me about saying this. Going into the season, we have the easiest schedule.
We do. It's a fact.
We have a whole new coaching setup. We have brand new players. There is a highlight tape on Robert Spillane. He's a good pickup at linebacker. Harold Landry's a little older, but he's still very good service. He's only 28. We got cornerback help for Gonzo. And the offense obviously still needs help, but I like that we built an offensive line.
Oh, yeah.
And all we got to do is get weapons developed because we have 2 young wide receivers that could do something if we develop them or if they can come up to speed themselves. And then we can see where we go.
I'm not going to let you get away with that line comment, though. You're not going to get away with saying, oh, we rebuilt our line. We have literally done what the Bears just did for the last 3 seasons. We kept blowing it up or trying new pieces here and there. The only staple was Andrews. I guess
who's now gone
a little bit. Right, and they're both gone.
Well, Tooney's been gone for years. He was he was with Kansas City for the last 4.
Kansas City for a while, right. But I'm just saying, we've been doing kind of the same thing that the Bears that you just said, well, what the Bears have done, they've blown it up and it hasn't worked. Well, yeah, same for us, though. We've blown it up a few times.
There's a difference. We've plug and played. They've blown it up.
But
we've had injuries. Cole Strange was out. David Andrews had his problems. We had to plug and play and shuffle the line. We never took anybody out and got new players in for complete dynamite. It's different completely.
Jake, shut up and listen for a second. We've still swapped out for whatever reason. I don't care what the reason is. You're trying to add this little thing about, well, it's a little different. It's not different. The difference is that we haven't had the same 5 guys starting on our line every game for 4 seasons. It's been
everybody does that.
No, that's not true at all, actually.
More than half of the teams do. There's always plug and play injuries that happen. It's not a complete blow up.
No, what I'm saying is that we've had a different starting 5 out there. We haven't put the same 5 guys for consecutive games even this whole time. That's bad, bro. That's really bad. Like, yes, people get injured. Players get injured all the time. That's 100% true. What's not, though, is like not having the same starting five like for consecutive games. Like, it's been awful, bro. So just adding these pieces and like again, I would say that the Bears pieces that they added more proven that they added to their line. More proven guys. Hot take: the league brushed the Diggs versus Bills rivalry under the rug when he beat them. The league brushed the Diggs versus Bills rivalry under the rug. What's that? I'm just tripping. Y'all get what he's saying?
I'm assuming Houston beat Buffalo at some point. I don't know.
That's the only correlation I can think of.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Anywho, though, yeah, I just I'm keeping the expectations down, but I do like our pickups. I specifically love Henderson and Ryan Williams. Y'all don't even remember. That's crazy. That's how well they killed the story. That's great.
There's layers to this.
That yo, Jake, you know what that reminded me of? That whole situation? That reminded me of Book of the End.
Yes.
It's whatever. It's a fucking anime thing, but that's hilarious. That's the Book of the End right there. That's funny. All right, go ahead, Coach. My fault.
Now, I was going to say, y'all also got Will Campbell, Trevion Henderson, Kyle Williams, and Jared Wilson in the draft.
So Kyle Williams and Trevion Henderson, I love because historically, because of Bill, the Patriots never went after guys like that. Those are speed guys. Those are satellite. I forget who used to call them that. They call them satellite players. You put them in space and watch them run. And so those guys in space are going to crush. And like I said, we got Pop Douglas, who I think is still the best receiver on the team right now. I possibly would say even over Diggs because I think he's in his athletic prime and Diggs is not. Diggs versus Bills was a big story all over the offseason until the Bills lost. Yeah, that was rough. Yeah, I did forget all about that. That we never heard of it again. But yeah, I like what we did in this offseason. We'll see how the plug and play works with the random players we grabbed.
Absolutely. And then the last team is a team that I'll keep saying it. Yeah. Either the GM or the head coach is going to be fired after this year.
Someone got to go.
Get this bitch ass hoe off my screen.
6-11. Bryce Huff is who they picked up. Demarcus Robinson and Trey Brown, and then they drafted Michael Collins, Alfred Collins. I love that pickup. Hook 'em. Nick Martin and Upton Stout. I still think the head coach or the GM gets fired this year.
Stroud 1-0 versus Josh Allen. This guy's a menace.
I think San Fran finishes third at best in their division this year.
So you think Arizona?
I think Arizona is going to be between Arizona and the Rams.
And the Rams, okay.
And I think Seattle's going to be, I say third best. I pick for San Francisco, but I won't be surprised if Seattle exceeds expectations this year.
They're another team where it's like it's all about can they recapture what Darnold just did? Because if Sam Darnold shows up, that team's kind of it's not a bad team. They got some talent over there. I like their defense, even though it wasn't the greatest.
Right. You know, Fred Warner should be healthy this year. He played last year injured?
He's 1,000. But no, Fred. No, Fred. I was thinking of the middle linebacker who was with Seattle. No, Fred's the best linebacker in the league, probably.
Yep. Oh, I agree.
Who's going to be his Robin since Dre Greenlaw's out now?
Oh, that's a good question.
Dre Greenlaw's a Bronco now, I believe.
Yeah.
Let's take a gander at the 49ers depth chart right quick.
While Will's doing that, hey, Brandon, I'm curious. How'd you find us?
Well, he's in Texas.
He's here to know.
That's true.
I'm just curious.
Looks like they gave him D. Winters and Nick Martin. It's gonna be slow for Fred this year.
Already, salute. Found us via algorithm. All right. Well, appreciate you, man.
Damn, I honestly thought he was here because he knew somebody, but he just supporting because he rock with us. I love that. Shout out to Brandon.
Bobby, Wagner does still have some game in him.
You said who got some game in him?
Bobby Wagner.
Bobby Swagner.
Oh, Wags. Yeah, but he's so old.
He is long in the tooth.
He's so old. At linebacker,
He played forever. He's with the Legion of Boom in Seattle.
He was on the Boom team. That's what I'm saying. Like that was so. All them guys are gone. Like and they play a less aggressive position. The corners and safeties, like that whole Boom set, like they're gone. Cam's out. Fucking what's his name's out?
Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah. Hey, Brandon, I don't know if you've heard this story yet, but that's how I got on the show. I started off
talking shit on NIL deals.
You think I derail stuff from on the show? I was derailing shit before I was ever here. I was
basically what he's saying is he never shut the buck up. But anyway,
I don't hide from that. I stand on that. What am I shutting up for? I'm on a podcast.
Yep. That's why our slogan's powered by fans, baby.
Absolutely. 100%.
Who you got for shout outs tonight, gents?
Shout out to you, fellas. Shout out to Brandon holding it down.
He got tired of typing.
Yo, 100%. Especially, y'all see I'm long-winded. I was typing all that shit out. It got old quick.
I'm like, I ain't reading all that. Just come on the show, bro. You're like, let me
know. Just come on the show.
Hey, shout out to Took. He didn't say a word tonight. Much love, brother. Hope you're enjoying your day off. And we'll see
he gonna get
week.
you.
I know.
He did though. He did. He was right here. He was that. Well, yeah,
be careful up there in those mountains, brother. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh yeah. Tell him all the show. Oh yeah. So I think he's got us reminded though, because he's always here. But yeah, Tuesdays we do the chop up. That was born because again I don't shut up. And after the show, me and Coach
we go over like an hour and a half, 2 hours later after the show.
Bro, we were doing like a 2-hour show and then spending another. It was 4 hours of me and you just chopping it up, and that's literally why we named it the chop up. So
hilariously enough, I was at work one night when I was working third shift, and I'd accidentally clicked the link, and these two were just back there talking. Like, what are y'all doing? Oh, we're just bullshitting. Oh, fair enough. Well, y'all have a great night. I gotta work.
Jay came on like, yo. The show bent over. Why are y'all still here?
This is what we were doing on a normal basis.
Right. It turned into a barbershop, bro. But yeah, shout out to y'all. Shout out to Brad. Shout out to Pete Dollar. Shout out to Mike, who was here in the chat. Man, I know you're going to run all the names, but yeah, man, shout out to
No, that's everybody. You got everybody.
Did I really?
Yeah. Mike, Brandon, Took, and Pete Dollar.
Oh, there we go. Oh, Dale. Look. Dale snuck his ass in here early.
When did he come in there?
He was the first one to say something.
He was on the tweeter. He was on the tweeter.
He talking shit because we hadn't started yet.
Hey, and most of all, certainly not least, if you're checking us out and you want to see some more extra, go check out that STWF.com.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good plug, Jake.
Go keep the website. I'm just going around making sure everyone remembers Dixon the Texans beat Josh. Yo, he's locked in. All right, man. Great show, fellas. Hey, great show, Coach. You had some great topics. You got us talking.
Great. Shout out to you fellas, man. A lot of fun as always. Another solid week for us. We're going to keep bringing the heat. As we march closer, we got about 2-3 more weeks of the play call sheet being on Wednesday nights. Then when training camp starts, go back to Monday nights.
Yep.
And that's when it gets intense during football season on Monday nights.
Yeah, because we come in here. Because it's every Monday and it's a funeral for half of us. It's just coming in, being wild, like that.
Yeah, we should have been doing this. We should have been on here during the Brady era. They would have never heard us shut the fuck up.
They would have hated me. Really bad.
Oh, my bad. And I got one last little shout out. Shout out to my wife for being part of the podcast tonight.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Jamie.
She goes, yeah.
She's like, too late. Took too long.
Okay, so that's what I thought. Yeah. So after that, the NFL that game's on a Thursday night, I think. Yeah. The Hall of Fame game. So that after that game, that next Monday we're back to normal Mondays.
Cooking.
Oh, shoot, Brandon. Hey, you want to be interactive? Hey, you want to be interactive with the group, my friend? We got fantasy football leagues.
Oh, that too.
Yep, around the corner. Also, people that are local, be on the lookout for the STWF tailgate experience.
Oh shit!
And also be on the lookout for STWF high school football games.
You're going to do Duncanville, aren't you? You're going to bring it to Duncanville.
I got to share it with the world, baby.
Yo, when you do the other school that Troy be talking about, we got to get Troy back on, man. Troy got to get in.
Yeah. P Dollar, I'm going to get with you, man. Last year, I was figuring out that dialysis thing, so I didn't even go myself. But we're definitely going to link up, and I got to get you out there, too, for when, your squad comes to Arlington for the tailgate.
What school is that? I guarantee Coach knows of it.
High school by me won state champ. That was probably last year. That was
Denton.
They haven't been around very long.
There's the other team though. That's not talking about Crowley.
Crowley, man, screw them. We've been going. They already there talking crap in the DFW group. Already talking crap.
They got them a team. No, I was watching some film on them. Yeah, they got them a team, bro.
And all of them are gone. They all gone. Huh?
They didn't replace?
I guarantee they didn't replace like we did.
Coach, he says the one next to George Ranch, it's real new, like within 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. The school's named after the head coach's dad.
Jeez.
And I feel bad because the guy, you know what? See, now you're gonna make me look it up.
It's gonna be something crazy like the Gerald McCoys.
We got 8 minutes, or Dale's really gonna start yelling at us. So
let me see. It was they were a 4A team, I think.
He said sophomore running back's apparently a star.
Selena won it last year in that one. And one Carthage won it in 4A. Were they a 5A school? Smithson Valley Rangers, 6A. Big 6A too.
That's the highest one.
Randall Lions. Yeah, that's it. Randall.
Yep. Randall.
I should have known that because the head coach went to my college.
And Randall, what do you never do? I'm just kidding. That's a bad clearance joke. We're moving on.
Great show, though. Great show.
As always, man. Are y'all doing it? Dale, if you see this, are we doing any movie reviews coming up? We do those, by the way. Movie reviews.
So the next review show, I don't know when it's going to be. It should be within the next couple. It should be within the next week, honestly.
Yeah,
and
Squiddy.
The review should be Squid Games.
Yes. Look forward to it.
Do another one. There was other things that we had to watch as part of the homework, but I guess we just skipped all that and they're going to Squid Game.
The Squidward games.
Basically.
What's our sign off tonight?
Dale sucks.
Dale sucks and doesn't know who booty balls are. I forgot I had this up there.
You know what?
What? Go ahead. What's the
I was about to say, Dale sucks.
No, but I like this though. It was the theme of the show. He wouldn't stop, so we should probably just do this.
Let's get it. On count of 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Diggs
beat the
Bills. Out of this bitch.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.